onto the handrail. We have life rafts and life jackets on board for every passenger, including children's sizes. Far from the pier we just left. Imagine if you were a prisoner on a boat being taken to the Tower of London, the ancient stone fortress behind that sign. You'd know that if you floated through the gateway underneath, you might never see the outside world again. Anne Boleyn, the second wife of King Henry VIII, may be the most famous prisoner who was beheaded on Tower Green. Today, you can visit the tower in perfect safety and see the crown jewels and the yeoman warders better known as beef eaters.
The Tower of London is echoed in the world-famous Tower Bridge. That bridge opened just over 100 years ago, when London was still a thriving seaport. Its centre span opens like a drawbridge to let tall ships sail through. Once, it started opening just when a city bus was crossing Tower Bridge. The quick-thinking driver actually managed to leap his bus safely over the gap.
Leaping forward in history again, we'll pass a huge grey and blue British warship named the HMS Belfast along the South Bank. During World War II, the Belfast fired its guns to protect the troops landing on D-Day. Today, it's a floating museum. This ship is a great place to take your kids, because after they run around all 9 decks, they'll certainly be worn out and ready for a nap. We'll soon be sailing up Waterloo Bridge. It's sometimes called the Ladies' Bridge, a name that dates back to World War II. Waterloo Bridge needed to be rebuilt just as Britain entered the war. While the men were away, industries at home were left short-handed. British women stepped in to fill the gap, doing manufacturing and construction jobs that had once been men's work. When they rebuilt Waterloo Bridge, they covered it with Portland stone. Naturally, as women, they picked the most expensive material available.
Really?
Everyone loves that joke.
I'd like to point out that Portland stone was a very practical choice because it's self-cleaning. Rain washes the dirt right off. To see what I mean, compare the dark underside of the bridge with the clean white sides. Furthermore, those women finished Waterloo Bridge on time and under budget. Sisters, take a bow.
Hey.
Every year, 6 of Britain's apprentice watermen meet at London Bridge. They're there as competitors in the prestigious race called Doggett's Coat and Badge. From the bridge they row upstream to Chelsea, a distance of over 7 kilometres or 4.5 miles, a real test of their endurance. Competitors train for years, knowing their whole community will be watching them win or lose.
Go away, Mummy, go away.
Founded Doggett's Coat and Badge in 1715. The race is open to freemen of the River Thames ages 21 to 24, professional watermen who are licensed to carry passengers. In 2013, the City Cruises captain, Nathaniel Bryce, became the 299th winner. That describes the experience as surreal. One moment he was on the river, pulling for all he was worth. The next, he was on the dock being congratulated by Princess Anne and answering questions for the BBC. Then collected the traditional prize, a silver badge representing liberty, and a tailor-made red coat with silver buttons. These items have a reported value of over £6,000.
City Cruises is proud to report that several of our captains are among the winners of the coveted Doggett's Coat and Badge.
The gigantic grey dome of St Paul's Cathedral feels like a permanent part of London's skyline. But it's at least the fourth cathedral on this spot, and it was built because of one of the city's greatest disasters. At 2 in the morning on September 2nd, 1666, a bakery on Pudding Lane caught fire. The flames spread rapidly through the narrow streets. Scholar and statesman Samuel Pepys and his family took refuge in an alehouse across the river at Bankside. Pepys wrote about it in his diary.
We saw the fire in a bow up the hill for an arch on above a mile long. It made me weep to see it.
The Great Fire of London burned for 3 days, destroying most of the old buildings. King Charles II chose Sir Christopher Wren to rebuild St Paul's Cathedral and other prominent buildings in London. Wren designed an impressive new Baroque cathedral. He also created a monument to the Great Fire, a pillar topped with a gilded flame. It stands near where the fire broke out, a reminder of the catastrophes that changed the face of London.
You got me going right out my mind.
Today, this industrial building has been transformed into the Tate Modern, the most visited museum of modern art in the world. The collection ranges from Cézanne to Warhol, with free admission to many of his galleries. The Millennium Bridge, a footbridge across the Thames, leads directly from the Tate Modern to St Paul's Cathedral.
Shakespeare's Globe on the South Bank is a replica of the theatre where William Shakespeare's company performed. It's a round Tudor-style building with white plaster walls and wood beams.
The builders needed a special permit to install an authentic thatched roof made of dried sedge and hazel. Thatched roofs have been illegal in London since the Great Fire. In fact, the original Globe Theatre burned down during the performance when a cannon was fired as a sound effect, accidentally set the roof.
Today, the Bankside neighbourhood around the Globe is a fashionable area with a beautiful walkway along the Thames. But in Shakespeare's time, Bankside was notorious for pickpockets and houses of ill repute. Some theatres were also used for bear baiting and bull baiting, two brutal pastimes best left to the imagination.
Puritans condemned going to the theatre, particularly because people left work to attend plays in the afternoon. Moralising only seemed to make London theatres more popular.
The exact site of the original Globe Theatre is located about a block from Shakespeare's Globe. Archaeologists have located the foundations of the theatre's curved outer wall, which is marked in KAR. This historic site is now a car park. Building on the South Bank towers over the rest of London. It's a narrow pyramid that's open at the top, as if the pyramid had been left unfinished. This glass-covered building is known as the Shard of Glass. It stands 310 meters, or 1,017 feet tall. This made it the tallest building in Western Europe when it opened in 2012. The Shard has 87 stories, including office space along with shops, a hotel, restaurants and luxury apartments. For a truly heart-stopping view of London, go up to the observation areas on the top levels. You'll also also get a close-up look at the clear blue glass that covers the building, which is designed to reflect the sky. On one of those rare sunny days in London, the shard sparkles like a diamond.
London's skyline today really mixes modern and historic buildings. Personally, I love the eclectic look, but not everyone agrees. Some Londoners have a very cheeky attitude when it comes to modern architecture. Any new eye-catching building instantly gets a funny nickname. Scan the skyline and you'll see 3 buildings known as the walkie-talkie, the cheese grater, and the gherkin. I'll let you guess which one is which.
And no one else but
You saw the gherkin yesterday. So the gherkin's behind the tower. And what about the grater? What's the grater?
Cheese grater.
As we approach our next stop at Tower Pier, you'll see
Yeah, sure.
London's iconic tower grater with 2 imposing Gothic towers. The roadway lifts open when tall ships sail through. With news and water, Lloyd's of London ensured
Kentucky's away. The BT?
Just offshore of the south bank is the HMS Belfast, a vast grey and blue British battleship that served in World War II and the Korean War. Today, it's an exciting museum that interacts with the The gun turret experience recreates the lights, smoke, vibrations, sounds and smells of the battle. The operations group has radar screens and touchscreen plotting tables that make you in control of a fleet of warships.
The Tower of London on the North Bank is a square stone fortress with dome turrets and beach gold. Over the centuries, the tower has also served as a royal palace, an observatory, a prison, and an armory, and is the home of the dazzling crown jewels, which are on display today.
Oh, they're back. The day when we leave, they're back.
If Tower Pier
what I need. So give me what I need.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, good evening to you all.
Good evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, we just need to tell you a little bit about travel information with regards to the vessel. Shortly, we're going to be going into Tower Pier.
And I said, oh baby, I want nothing more than you.
That unfortunately means you all need to leave us at the pier. Now, the service will start again tomorrow from Tower Pier, 10 o'clock, going up to Westminster and back down to Greenwich. Boats from Greenwich start at 10:30. From Westminster down to Tower and Greenwich at 10:10 is the first boat. And we're going to get a nice photo very shortly of Tower Pier on your right hand side.
Baby, I don't want nobody else.
Just to reiterate, this boat is now finished for the evening, so you all need to leave us at Tower Pier. Thanks once again for traveling with us. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and farewell. Goodbye.
So give me what I need, baby. There's something about the way that you talk. The way that you talk. Listen, baby. There's something about the way that you swing when you walk. And I said, oh, baby, I want nothing more than you.